And now, here to entertain you all, because every day he's hustling. Side Hustle Cinema.
Welcome back to the channel, Side Hustle Cinema here. Thanks for clicking on this video. And guys, today I got a little bit of a collection update for you. I've been missing in action on YouTube for about 2 weeks now. It's been a minute. Basically, if you want to skip ahead, you can, and I'm sure there's like chapters in here. They kind of put those in automatically now. And so if you want to jump ahead to where I start showing movies, I fully understand. But I'll tell you what I've been up to and what I got coming up on the channel. So if you want to listen to that, let's do that now. Well, basically, I mean, it's nothing huge, nothing crazy. A few weeks ago, I had like an extra day off each week. You know, it was kind of a planned thing. And, you know, just a guy traded me some days, basically. And the way the schedule worked out, I've been working like 10 out of the last 11 days. And, you know, these are long shifts, 10, 11 hour shifts. So, yeah, I just been super busy. And at the same time, ever since I showed the World War Z slipcover video, you know, with those new slipcovers, with the upgrade slipcovers, there's been a big slipcover boom for me. I mean, that's always good, but it was not the best time. And so I've been getting orders like crazy, and you know, coming home from work, working until the mail runs to get out as many orders as I can. Only getting about maybe 4 hours of sleep a day. And, yeah, and I haven't even watched, I've watched one movie in the past 10 days. Now, it's all almost over. I've got some off days coming up, and I'm finally caught up on all my orders, and that's slowing down a little bit, so that's why I'm shooting some videos now. I'm going to shoot 2 or 3 videos today, and I got a bunch of things coming up on the channel. I'm going to tell you about those right now. Let's see. I've got my order today, but I kept a few movies out because I'm going to do a couple other things with them. One of the things that I kept out is the only movie I watched in the past 10 days or so, and that is Needful Things. And I'm going to do a little mini 4K review and show you my Kino Lorber order that I got in from the sale. That one will probably come out the day after this video, so tomorrow, whenever that is. Also, I have my BAM box for the month already in. It's here like pretty early for them. And I'm also supposed to get my Zobi box today. So if I get both those boxes, I'm just going to combine them, do the BAM versus Zobi, and see what I got for the month. That'll be fun. I love the mystery box videos. Those are always just a lot of fun to do. And the last time I did the BAM versus Zobi, it actually got a pretty good amount of views. I think people like that when I pit them against each other, so I might do that again. Also, I have a slipcover video coming out. This is a special one that I've been working on for a little bit, except it has a sad ending. I'll give you a little preview, okay? It's something I've been working on. I've been gathering up just the right artwork, doing, there's a bunch of these movies. There's like 12 of them that I did. And it's a really cool set. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to sell them. And there's a whole story there, and I'm going to tell you all about it. But here's a little preview of the video that I'm going to put out, and why these gorgeous slipcovers are not going to be coming out. Look at those spines. I did a lot of work on the spines. just to make sure they all lined up right. Looked super good in the box, but yeah, it ain't happening, or at least not. I'm not gonna be able to sell them. I'll tell you the whole tragic story when that video comes out later on this week as well. It's been something. Alright, guys, well, I'm glad to be back. I can't wait to watch some movies. So, I can at least talk about some. So, let's get into it. And I'll show you what I've been picking up lately. Got some cool stuff here. Alright, the first thing I'm going to show you guys is one that, it's a little bit old, you know, now. Everyone's picked this one up already. I grabbed it during the Prime Day deals, you know, the Prime Day sale. Got it for 69 bucks. And that was the, the Superman box set. I wanted to get it when it first came out, but just didn't pull the trigger on it. I kind of thought it might drop in price pretty quickly. And it turns out it actually kind of did. The Steelbook set was awesome. And I love that. I love seeing everybody's videos showing those off. And I would have liked to have gotten that. But since these had the individual cases, you know, for the movies, I was okay going with this one. You know, just to save that money, to be honest. But I am a little jealous of those people with the Steelbooks. Those look really nice. Alright. Can't wait to dive into those, you know, at some point. Next, we've got a media book. I know. You guys don't like seeing the media books. You don't. You know, I put up my last collection haul video, and I put Harry and the Hendersons on the cover. I had a big stack of movies, and it got so few views. And I think it's just because I had Harry and the Hendersons media book on the cover. You guys do not want to see media books, I guess. Because, you know, normally my collection haul videos do pretty good, you know, maybe around 250 or so views. That one, like, was struggling to hit 150. And I still think it's underperformed. And I even showed a big stack of movies in the thing. People don't want to see media books. Well, here's another one. I'll keep it short. But the stuff. Now, I have that set back there. And I had it up for auction. That was like my last video I posted. I had a 10-day auction on that thing. And it sold. It sold for $112.50. And I don't think the guy's going to pay me. I don't think the guy's going to pay me. Yeah, still waiting on the payment. Probably not going to happen. It's already been like 4 days. So, you know, probably just going to end up keeping that set. I'm okay with that. I could try to find another buyer. I could try to rerun the auction. But you know what? It's a cool set. I put in some good work on it. I love the stuff. It's a great movie. I'll probably just hang on to it. You know, you let fate decide sometimes. But, you know, it sucks. Don't screw people in auctions. Please don't do that. 10 days is a long time to sit there and wait for an auction to close, and then the guy doesn't pay you. You know. But this was one of the reasons why I was going to let my Arrow Blu-ray go, because of this padded media book here. Check this out. It's a Blu-ray DVD combo. It is the padded media book, so it's squishy. And love that cover art. That is the cover art that I used to make a slipcover for the Arrow video. And I am going to be putting that slipcover on the store. So if anyone was interested in purchasing those, I'll put that on the store. But there you go. There's the Blu-ray. Lots of cool artwork in here. Yeah, the words are in German, but the pictures are still fun to look at. Really cool artwork. And then there's the DVD on the back. few special features in here. It even comes with a little mix of the stuff. You can make your own stuff if you want. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I make it a rule not to eat food that comes with my movies. Pretty pro tip there. Pro tip. All right, this next one, guys, is something a little bit crazy. Little bit crazy. Thought about doing a standalone review for this one. I don't know. I ended up not doing it, but alright, it is so crazy. It is. We got Zombie Ass. Toilet of the Dead. Look at this thing. Alright, so what it is, look, it's got a. Here's why I picked it. It's a. It was, first of all, it's $15. There's a better look at the cover there. It's $15. Comes with a side-loading box here. It's not a hard box. It's one of the flimsier ones. But, it's a side-loading box. $15. Sounded kind of cool. I mean, it's got a funny title, and you think, oh, it's just going to be like a big goof. And it kind of was. It really pretty much was. But, when I read the back of it, it's about a group of these young kids. And they're going out in search of a tapeworm that, like, lives inside of a fish. Because one of the girls in the group wants to be a model. And she wants, to eat a tapeworm, to help her lose some weight. And, the tapeworm ends up being this, like, crazy, mutant snake type deal. And it's so the zombies aren't necessarily zombies. They're kind of like a parasite host type zombie. And there is actual zombies that come out of the toilet. And it is one of these type of toilets too. Like, in some foreign countries, they don't really have a toilet exactly. You just squat over a hole, kind of like in an outhouse. But, you just squat over a hole. And so, yeah, that's what this was. It's a fun movie. It's not in English, It's in whatever, Japanese, or I'm not even real sure, to be honest with you. But, you have to read the subtitles. There's no even a bad English dub on this. But it's a short movie, and it's got a ton of action in it. Like, there's always something going on. It's got crazy effects. Like, the practical effects are good. The CGI effects are terrible. Laughable, how funny they are. And then there's a big monster at the end that is stop motion. So you get like 3 levels of special effects. There's nudity. This girl's outfit here is very representative of what happens to her in the movie. Like, if it wasn't for her bandana covering up her breast, you'd be seeing that, and you see it plenty in the movie. So there's all kinds of good things in here. It's a super gross movie. Do not make the same mistake I did and watch it while you're eating food. That's a big mistake. You'll be setting that aside real quick. But yeah, I had fun with it. My only regret's that I watched it alone, because this one would have been a fun movie to do like a watch along with, or have a bunch of people kind of watch it and sort of goof on it. But it actually was a really fun time. I kind of enjoyed it. It's pretty crazy, and yeah, for $15, I recommend it. If it was like $30, $35, I'd say don't waste your time. But they still have it on Orbit, on Orbit's website, and you can still pick it up. And it's goofy, but yeah, it's worth the watch, I think. Especially if you like the. I don't even want to call it lower budget, because honestly, it didn't feel super low budget. I know it was, but it was shot well enough that it felt cinematic. And there was a lot of, good things going for this movie. The biggest drawback was the subtitles, but if I was able to get over it, I hate subtitles, I think most of you will be okay with it. Yeah, it's definitely a funny, not very scary, definitely gross, like human centipede, kind of gross. But yeah, I kind of enjoyed it, kind of liked it. All right, the rest won't be so long-winded. Okay, I was going to do a review on that one. These two I have not seen, but Richard Pryor double pack here. You got Which Way Is Up, and then you got the Bingo Long Traveling All Stars Motor Kings, and I do love me some Richard Pryor, and definitely want to check these out. I mean, I looked him over. This Which Way Is Up, Richard Pryor plays like 3 roles in that movie, so that's pretty cool. And I don't know, I'm sure they're pretty good. I'm a big fan of Richard Pryor. I like his movies, so I'll give that a go. Alright, so this is a movie that I've been kind of keeping my eye on. I've had it on a watch list on eBay for a while, and it's mostly because I wanted to get this slipcover. And, it was going for insane money, like $120, $100, and finally I just got a notification and it said the guy reduced it by $60, and so I was able to pick it up for $60, which I think is pretty good. I know that's kind of a lot, but when you've had your eye on something for a while and you haven't pulled the trigger, and then someone like cuts the price in half, you jump on it, and that is Vinegar Syndrome's Slaughterhouse, and it comes with that refrigerator slipcover, and it is so cool. It's like it's a rigid box, but it's a split box in the middle. You pull it apart a little bit, it looks like you got some hanging meat in there, and then you open it up, and right there you go. There's the cover. Everyone's seen this cover. Pretty good movie. Not a bad movie at all. Kind of dig it. It does have reversible cover art on here, but it's almost identical to the what's on the front. It's just got some more writing on there. It says Buddy has an axe to grind, a big axe. And so there's the discs there. And yeah, I was super glad to get this. It's just one of those where I like the movie, and I always thought this slip was really awesome. I just never thought I'd be able to get it, So I was super happy about this one. This one's, it's gonna have a special place somewhere. Just super glad to have that. So very, very cool. Alright, moving forward. This one is a new one that just came out a week or so ago. And that is the Hollywood Dreams and Nightmares, the Robert Englund story. A lot of people grabbed the steelbook of this. I think that's a mistake. This slipcover is awesome looking. The steelbook was it was so deep red. Not a lot of details. This is actually fantastic. I mean, all the different artwork of all the different characters he's played. This artwork on here blows that steelbook away. So shame on you people for getting the steelbook and not getting the slipcover on this one. You should have at least double dipped. Because this one wins the day here. The slipcover. I have not watched the movie yet. I've heard some pretty decent stuff about it. I know some people were kind of thinking it was just going to be a Nightmare on Elm Street type deal. And it covers, It covers a lot more of his career than just the Nightmare stuff. And, you know, it's number 11 in the series. That threw a lot of people off, but, you know, we know about this company, and they're numbering the spines from the way they acquired the movies. So, like, I guess this was the 11th one they acquired. So they put 11 on it. And so when, you know, they're just not going to be putting them out in order, but they are, you know, going to be eventually in the order that they were acquired, if that makes any sense to you. Alright, next we got the latest in the Vestron Collector series, My Best Friend's a Vampire. I haven't watched this one. I don't know this movie, but it looks like fun. I did look the trailer up, and it looks like a lot of fun. Of course, the Vestron series is probably like one of the most collected series, because it looks awesome, and it's super affordable, and there's not that many of them, and they got the numbered spines. They always look great on the shelf, and so yeah, that makes them super collectible. And yeah, and so far they've all been pretty much good movies. There's only like one or two in the whole Vestron series that, you know, were kind of like, eh. Everything else I've really liked. Alright, next guys, we have a bit of an upgrade, and that is I picked up Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, the 4K Steelbook. And I ordered this one from Amazon Germany. Pre-ordered it. Took it a while to get here, but I do really enjoy this movie. I would go as far as to say I kind of love this movie. I was very, very pleased with it. Still, a lot of people haven't seen it, and they prejudge the heck out of it. They call it trash. They call it all kinds of things. They haven't even seen it. One of the things I hate the most about the movie community is how they quickly label things without even seeing them, or they take one person's opinion and just run with it. Happens far too often. Watch the movies, form your own opinion, and then let everybody know what you think. Let's stop reviewing them before we see them. This one's pretty good though. This is a glow-in-the-dark case. Let me take this J card off. If you see on here, like the Winnie the Pooh there, and his shoulders glow in the dark, or the moon. The moon glows in the dark. The shoulder, like the red of his sweater, the red on the blood on the sledgehammer. Have it like a different finish to it. But yeah, it's a good looking steelbook. The glow in the dark isn't very bright. Like, I thought it was one of those like glow in the dark deals where, you know, you like can charge it up by putting it on like near a light, and then you turn the lights off. Doesn't seem to be the case here. It just barely glows. It's not super glow in the dark, but it is the glow in the dark edition. Yeah, this is actually the third edition of this movie that I have. I started with a bootleg because the movie wasn't playing in my area, and it was only playing like an hour away, and it was only in theaters for a short time, and I really wanted to see it. So there was a bootleg out there I picked up, and that's how I first, you know, saw the movie. And then I picked up the Umbrella Blu-ray, and I have a custom slip for this. And then, of course, when I saw it was on 4K, I had to have it. And you know, it is a steelbook. Steelbook came in good shape. There's the back of the steelbook, kind of cool. And let me show you the inside. You know, you got a little bit of discard on there, and then you know, some inside artwork. And yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a lot better than than some people gave it credit for. Most people who watched it at least thought it was okay. Alright, next we've got another Kino Lorber movie, and this one is The White Buffalo. This one flew under the radar. I knew nothing about this. I actually heard someone talk about this on a stream that they did. They mentioned it, and you know, they were talking about like this killer white buffalo, and I love animal attack movies, so I thought, man, I'm gonna get this. I found this like really kind of old movie poster online when I was looking up the trailer, and you know, I'll show you that. This thing looks just insane. And then I watched the trailer, and I knew when I watched that, I was definitely picking this one up. I can't wait to check it out. It actually looks like a lot of fun, and it's Charles Bronson. You know, and this is one I'd never even heard of. Came out in '77. It's 97 minutes long, so looking forward to that one. Only a few more here to go. Next, we've got The River Wild. Picked this one up. You know, I did that fake box set that, you know, we did for Tim Talks Talkies Challenge. And I did a Kevin Bacon box set. And this was one of the movies I had in there. And it just really put a bug in me to watch it again. I didn't have it in the collection. So I picked it up nice and cheap on Blu-ray, only like $5 or $6. And gosh, it's so good. Gave this one a watch, and it you know, this is an older, like a Blu-ray release. Like, this is a really old Blu-ray release. But listening to it in the theater, those whitewater scenes, like toward the end of the movie when they're, you know, going down the gauntlet, man, those sounded good on the speakers. This was a surprise of how good this sounded. I was kind of blown away a little bit. It does say on the back, you know, perfect picture and the purest digital sound available, and you know, for an old release, man, they did a great job. I can't imagine what this would be like on 4K with like an Atmos track, or maybe just even, you know, even a 5.1 still would sound like really, really good. I had so much fun rewatching this. I actually forgot that the little kid in there was the kid from Jurassic Park. But yeah, Kevin Bacon plays a bad guy. Meryl Streep. Yeah, great movie. Great movie. Alright, next is one that I think everyone picked up, and that is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. And it's this steelbook, and the reason people picked it up was it was super cheap. You got the back there, got all my finger smudges on it. Yeah, because it's got the glossy finish on there, and just shows the finger smudges. I need to clean this up a little bit. And it is actually a beautiful steelbook. I really like that, and it's a fun movie too. It's been a couple years since I've seen it, but if you like horror comedies, you know, and I do, I love horror comedies. This one's a ton of fun. So, and this was like $7, $8. So if you haven't picked this one up yet, look around, see if it's on Amazon, and go ahead and grab a copy. Even if it's sold out and you gotta wait like a couple months, maybe they'll let you have it at that price or something. It's definitely worth picking up. Alright, we're going to end on a high note. I had a lot of fun with this one. It is another Vinegar Syndrome movie, and that's Annie Lee's Meat Pies. Oh yeah. Look at the back. Woohoo! This movie, you know, was one that was on my radar for a little bit. I was listening to a Dead Pit stream, and like Uncle Bill really sang the praises of this one. Said that he kind of slept on it for a while, and he watched it, really enjoyed it, and so yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great. What was so interesting was all the similarities to this movie and to Motel Hell, which just came out, in 4K. The shooting locations actually, Annie Lee's ranch is the same, building, the same house that they used in Motel Hell. That was the Motel Hell. So I thought that was really cool, and maybe not a coincidence at all that they were doing another cannibal type movie, and where they cook commercially. You had Farmer Vincent's fritters, and then Annie Lee's meat pies. But Annie Lee likes to use her nieces to lure in the unsuspecting victims, and yeah, it's just a really fun, great movie. It does have some reversible artwork on there, but this commission artwork is where it's at. That is great stuff. And yeah, that one gets a high recommend from me as well. I really had a lot of fun with this. Pat Morita, Mr. Miyagi, also in this. He plays a sheriff, and he tries to do like a little bit of a different accent. It's kind of fun. I just enjoyed the heck out of it. Well, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I know it was a bit of a long one, but I had to get some thoughts out. I'd been gone for a while, missed you guys, and had to get some thoughts and opinions out. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're unsubscribed to the channel, I invite you to do so. I may also go to a Spirit Halloween soon. They're starting to open in my area. I may venture out and do that. So, tons of videos coming ahead. And, yeah. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, keep watching those movies, and I'll catch you on the next one.